And a very happy Wednesday morning to all of you. Welcome back to the beautiful Amsterdam Rye and to Cisco Live EMEA 2026. Great to have you with us. My name is Steve Moulter. So good to have you back for a great action-packed day ahead. We are talking keynote deep dives and lots of fantastic actionable center stage sessions, powerhouse executive interviews, which we're about to do, along with demos and new release walkthroughs, really everything that you need and everything that Cisco is creating for the critical infrastructure of the AI era. As a quick reminder, make sure you keep reaching out to us all day long using hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. We want to hear from you on your favorite social platform. Share where you are tuning in from when things get exciting and you hear something that you really like or that you want to learn more about. Shoot a comment out there. Post a photo of where you're tuning in from, sitting on the sofa with your dog right next to you or in the local coffee shop. We want to know that you're out there, and our social team is ready to connect with you on every level. Before we go into our first interview of the day, which I'm really excited about, we're going to head out to my dear buddy Rob Boyd, who is up on the catwalk above the showcase in the world of solutions, taking a selfie from what I can tell up there. Yeah,
hey.
You're such an influencer, Rob Boyd.
Well, you said send in a picture of wherever you're at. I'm like, I thought he saw me, but I don't know. I just wanted to play along.
Did you hashtag it with Cisco Live EMEA?
I haven't posted yet because you interrupted me.
That's right.
I'm not that fast.
I'll get out of the way. You do your thing.
Oh, no worries, Steve. So the show floor just opened. I can't remember now if Steve just covered that, but it was interesting when we first come in here. So we're on this catwalk that kind of surrounds the entire area. Always seems like it'll be really cool up here, and it is kind of nice to separate from everything. But you look outside, I didn't realize the whole day that the weather had shifted on us a bit, and we finally started getting Amsterdam weather that I expected from the get-go and frankly had dressed for previously, because it was quite beautiful and quite nice when we got here, unexpectedly and well appreciated. But here, they just opened the show floor. People are starting to come in. They don't have to redirect people through the catwalk to bypass it to get over to the meetings area. Either way, it looks like it's going to be a busy day. If I were to guess, everybody's got a little less pep in their step. It's only day 2. Maybe I'm just projecting. That's probably more the issue here. But either way, we've got a lot going on. Of course, in the center area here, I just happened to notice, let's see, is he still there? We had spotted Cedric over here somewhere. It was under the digital resilience. I think his team moved, darn it. He must have gotten word that or they're hidden behind there. They got smart. Either way, Cedric is out there getting his interviews all ready as he and our studies continue as hosts. So again, my name is Rob Boyd. I'm so happy to be here with my fellow hosts kicking off day 2. A lot of stuff coming up for you today, a lot of information. Be sure and take good notes. And again, stay on the socials to keep in touch with us. Let us know what you'd like to hear more of or less of. And either way, we'll try to make sure that that happens. But Steve, I think I'm going back to you in the studio.
You are coming back to me. Thank you, my friend. The pep is fully in your step. I see every bit of it. So thank you for bringing the energy like you do all the time. Always grateful to be with you, brother. It's interesting. That is such a beautiful shot from the catwalk back out across Hall 1 there. There are 7 show halls here. So when you look at how far everything goes back just in this primary space out here in the world of solutions, it just keeps going and going. We are next door in Hall 5. This is a big interconnected space with so many people and so much energy all the way across the show floor. One of the big themes we're hearing all week here at Cisco Live in Amsterdam is our platform-first approach here at Cisco, because it pulls observability together with collaboration. And Cisco is so unique in that we deliver this compounding value. All of your products work seamlessly together with one another, less complexity, more control over your investments. Yesterday morning in the keynote, Gordon opened up with the idea that this isn't just about stacking features and new purchases. Instead, it's about delivering those value-driven results that stack benefit on top of benefit, use on top of use from every one of your investments. So every budget allocation, both your CapEx and your OpEx. And one of those value-driven investments, as we just said, that I get excited about is the observability part. How do we get that full insight across every product point in the network, every data point across your entire infrastructure in your organization? And that is where Splunk comes into the story, and Splunk is where we're going to kick things off this morning. Like I said, very excited for our first interview of the day, and my buddy Amy Vertanis is here in studio with James Hodge talking Splunk. So Amy, I'm going to send it over to you, my friend.
Oh, well, thank you, Steve. Yes, I'm here in the studio this morning, very excited, blending in, as you can see. And I'm really happy to be here and start the second day off with James Hodge. James, welcome.
Thank you so much. It's great to be here, and it's an awesome introduction and hearing about Gordon, that transformation that Cisco's on
Yeah.
for my second Cisco Live.
Second Cisco Live. Yeah, so you were here last year and you were here with us in the studio.
Yeah. And
So-
like you, I've got the memo on the blue. You know,
Yeah, you
13 years at
matched.
Splunk, but 2 years now at Cisco in the blue.
Excellent. That's what we like. So, James, tell us a bit more about some of the Splunk innovations here at Cisco Live this week.
So what we heard yesterday in the keynote really is the beginning of that, like one Cisco strategy being delivered.
Yeah.
So all of the hyper fabric, the networking coming together, but now starting that Cisco data fabric that sits underpinning across all of that Cisco infrastructure and world-class networking to be able to go and look at all the signals that might be going wrong there. So we announced advances on Cisco data fabric. On the observability side, putting things like MCP servers on top of the observability stack so we can start to integrate with AI agents, the integration with AI Canvas, and then on the security side, bundling the products together in ES Premier to take attack analyzer, security automation, behavioral analytics. So a massive wave of innovation that's being powered by Cisco and Splunk at the moment.
Amazing. And if you take all that into consideration, then can you tell us as well a little bit more about digital resilience?
Yes, digital resilience, as everything becomes digital, everything from thinking about your bin collection at home and getting those notifications, your reminder to take your black bin out with your recycling in the week, all the way through to banking, e-health, passport services, digital government services. We rely on all of that. And Cisco now is the critical infrastructure for the AI era and really the critical infrastructure for the digital era. So for us, digital resilience allows us to look at everything from a functional level, a service level, and a business level to look at what is giving those people a bad day.
Yeah.
How do we go from detecting and responding to that to actually predicting and preventing any issues that are occurring at those levels so you don't have a bad digital day.
Which is great. I mean, as you say, you're talking about obviously in businesses, but personally as well, when you talk about those things and digital resilience being such a big thing everywhere.
Well, yeah, and ultimately, you think about it's businesses, but really it's consumers and digital citizens or citizens interacting with banking services, with retail services. So yes, it's B2B, but the most important stuff is how does Cisco go and power that amazing transformation for kind of the population?
Yeah, absolutely. And then that leads us on to the next thing, which is what do you see are the key issues for businesses as we move more into this AI era?
So I think one of the reasons why Cisco is moving to more of a platform approach, if you think of from everything from silicon all the way up to application, we've got to be able to go and deliver amazing capabilities that's fully integrated, just not products stacked together, and be able to give complete observability to everything. So the biggest shift we're going to see is around agentic operations. That's going to allow digital resilience to accelerate, but that's going to bring complexity, higher network loads, higher power usage. So what business is going to have to work on is how do they get those digital signals and start to stitch them together. So when you've got a potential issue, because we're going to go into predict and prevent, we can say, is that a security issue? Is that an IT issue? Is it a network issue? And I'm going to either hopefully auto-remediate that for you, or at least suggest a next best action to that user. And that's, I would say, multi-year journey everyone's on at the moment. Really exciting.
And so for people that are here at Cisco Live this week, can they come and chat to you? Will you be here?
Yeah, so we're here. And the great thing this year is what you notice on the show floor is it's no longer Splunk here, Thousand Eyes here, Meraki here. It is Cisco Digital Resilience. We have an observability area. We've got a security area. We've even got our security operating center that have been doing work with the NFL.
Oh, amazing.
Doing SOC tours on how we went and secured the Super Bowl. So
Wow.
you can really go and dig into outcomes rather than talking about just product lines.
Yeah. Oh, exciting.
And that's super cool.
Yeah, very cool. I think Cedric actually is out there in your booth right now, waiting to chat at some point soon. And I know this, as you mentioned, this is your second one.
Yeah.
I know you told me yesterday you were quite busy here. What other things are you doing here? I know you're doing a lot of talks. You said you were doing similar to what I'm doing. So what else are you doing this week?
So we're doing the keynote deep dive about digital resilience in about 2 hours' time. So if you're here and you want to learn more about digital resilience, come and listen to me.
And obviously people can watch that as well.
Yeah, watch that live. And I think the really cool thing is meeting with the analysts, the industry analysts, because what Cisco and G2's doing with the products organization is groundbreaking. And so working with the analysts and getting their feedback on how Cisco is starting to create this almost new market category around these integrated solutions with the new silicon, with the networking, with the digital resilience part. I think you can see how excited I am about that.
Yeah,
It's
I can.
unique.
Yeah. It's great. And I think it's great that people get to come here, customers, partners get to come here and see this, see it here in real life, chat to you and hear from you. So this is wonderful. Any final thoughts, James?
I think the most important thing for anyone listening is like that curiosity. The technology industry has moved just in the last 2 years so much. Watch like the Cisco TV, we've got some amazing people on that. Listen to them, learn, and have that curiosity to go and turn the next page and explore kind of what the future's going to have in hold.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, James. It's been a real pleasure to talk to you. And I'm sure I'll see you again throughout the week. But thank you for joining us here
Thank you
today.
for having me.
Okay, back over to you, Steve.
Thank you so much, Amy. James, great content there, great enthusiasm. We so appreciate having you here in the studio with us to kick off our Wednesday. We are just about, according to my clock, we'll call it 3 minutes away from heading out to center stage for our first session of the day. Denise Lee is prepping for that, and we're going to bring some great content from there. But first, we're going to go out to my buddy Cedric DeValder, who is in the Splunk and Thousand Eyes area out in the showcase. How are you there, my friend? Good morning.
I'm good. Good morning, Steve. It's good to see you earlier this morning. And as you said, like I'm here in the Splunk section in the showcase. I think I'm standing in the middle of the showcase, to be honest. And what I really want to touch on first is James really sold me on these SOC tours and the Super Bowl, so I definitely have to go and check that out. But there is a lot of things to check out here on the Splunk booths as well. They work a lot with visualization, and I always think that their dashboards are beautiful and so on, and I have no clue what they're saying right now, but luckily I'm joined by Bruce, who is one of our directors of technical marketing at Splunk. Bruce, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Oh, fantastic.
Great. Well, so can you tell us a little bit about what's going on here? There's a lot of data. Splunk is about data, visualization, so I would love to learn a little bit more about this.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's important to understand that at the core, Splunk is a data ingestion platform, right? But you can take all of that data, and if you can't visualize it, it's really not that useful for you, right? Somebody has to actually do something that you can see it and understand and react based on all of the data that you're pouring in. And a great example of this is, this is a dashboard that's talking about your managing your AI and your LLM operations, right? So for an organization that's implementing AI, obviously there's costs, there's budget that goes associated with that, as well as you just want to make sure that everything is working smoothly. And this graph here, you could actually see where we can track the cost, the requests, the utilization. You can see the models that are being utilized to get those answers for AI. But then also on the flip side, and this is kind of the value of Splunk, we can also take a look at the actual HVAC systems and all of the servers that are running all of these AI systems to make sure that they're running smoothly, that they're running cool, and that they're actually getting all the power and usage that they need. In fact, we can see here there's 3 servers that we probably need to take a look at because they're getting a little bit overheated. And so these are the things that Splunk can do, is to provide that really good information to let you know where you need to be paying attention.
Right. Well, thank you, Bruce. I think you need to go and check out these servers, right? Because they're on red. But as you can hear, Splunk is really the center of data, and just visualizing that and data from everywhere, which I think is really cool. So thank you so much for being here, Bruce. I will be hanging around a bit and talking with you a little bit more about Splunk. But with that, Steve, back to you in the studio.
So appreciated. Thank you, Cedric. Thank you, Bruce, as well. A lot more Splunk to take place throughout the course of the day. We are about to head into our first center stage session this morning. Denise Lee is with us, VP of Engineering and Sustainability Office for us here at Cisco. And what Denise is going to talk about is the story around our energy networking systems, all of the different ways that we are supercharging your network with new power and cooling technologies. Cisco is right out at the forefront of shaping the future of energy. So important right now, transforming the energy landscape using sustainable design, future-proof energy grids, buildings, networks, data centers, all for the AI era. So what we'll see from Denise is how Cisco is helping to meet AI demands, really everywhere from the campus to the data center, using fault-managed power, liquid cooling solutions, all pushed out to the edge, all capabilities, and it's headed your way right now. Here we go.